Okay, one last time for you guys. Last time.
Oh, honey, honey.
I'm going to channel that spirit right there. Where is she?
And you got me wanting you.
No singing, Leslie. Everybody needs to say that.
Oh, sugar, sugar.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Leslie, and you are... Ooh, I just kicked my camera. You're watching Lunch with Leslie on GoToKitchens.com. Happy Friday. Yeah, we're pumping it up. Pumpkin Cheesecake. Must watch this one. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have to tell you, I'm a little intimidated because I just have some new audience members. Here, let me stop this. I just have some new audience members that are bakers, and I am not much of a baker, but I really wanted to show you guys. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. I really wanted to show you guys this recipe because it is really so easy. And I think that you're going to absolutely love it. So I have to tell you, I've had this before, but this is the first time that I'm making it. Thank you. All my bakers are giving me some love. So, so this is the first time I'm making it, although I've had it before and it's amazing. And it's actually going to be a part of this, which is, this has not been edited yet. So yeah, so don't read that. You love pumpkin anything, right? It's that time of year. So if you go over to GoToKitchens.com, it's right here in the title of the scope. There's nothing for sale over there. You cannot buy a thing over there. But if you go over, click the Become a VIP button, click that. Look, I was like on my website clicking it for you. Click that. Click Become a VIP. That was going to give you an email that's going to send you to a page that is going, you're going to confirm your email address. You're going to get a free ebook, not this one, but you're going to get a free ebook. Then you're going to get an invitation to go over to Facebook and become a member on the VIP page over there. Then on Sunday, this is what's dropping out to you guys, and it is 10 sugar-free dessert recipes Yes, so that is actually what you guys are going to get, and at the end of that, you're going to see that you have the pumpkin cheesecake. So on Sunday, I know, total mouthful. On Sunday, you can get this guide. It's going to come to you in a PDF format on the Facebook page, and only the VIP Facebook page people are going to get that. So you have to give me your email address, but that's the only thing that you have to give me. So totally free. You're going to get this. It's going to give you some amazing recipes right for the holidays. So, and a couple of tips from me as well about how to stay on track for the holidays. So you're not actually going to get this. You're going to get this in a PDF format. Okay. Commercial. Oh, just second commercial now. My name is Leslie. You're watching Lunch with Leslie on GoToKitchens.com. I do this broadcast every weekday at noon Mountain Time. You go over to Go to Kitchens and check it out. It's right here in the title of the scope. The website is. Please go check it out. There's nothing for sale. The only thing that I want you to buy is I want you to buy into your own health, and that's it. We are ending sugar. That's right. We're ending Sugar Week, and we're giving away. There you go. Thank you, Evan. Okay, so a couple of other things that I wanted. Oh, good. Glad you got some. Thank you for saying something about my apron. I'm going to give a shout out right now. I don't think she's on here, but I'm going to give a shout out right now to Sydney, the Cancer Slayer. Sydney is a remarkable, if you caught my blab with her, she's a remarkable 12-year-old girl that has survived cancer. Yes, and she's absolutely amazing. And I am wearing my Eiffel Tower because I discovered in our interview that she loves Paris, and she is getting... She is absolutely going to Paris this summer with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she is so excited. She could have gone anywhere in the world. She's going to Paris because she wants to see the Eiffel Tower and she wants to see the Mona Lisa, and that's how incredible this young girl is. So I'm wearing my Eiffel Tower apron in honor of Sydney today. So Sydney, if you watch the replay, honey, this one's for you. Then the recipe I'm going to dedicate to my friend Nanette and Brian, who met this time of year, and they were on a date, and Brian hates anything pumpkin, just like my husband, her husband does. And she told me this story this morning. It's so cute. And they were on like their second or third date. And he said, do you want to share a piece of do you want to share a dessert? And she said, yes, I want the pumpkin cheesecake. So I'm making pumpkin cheesecake, and this is in honor of them. So there you go. There are my two sappy stories for the day. So Nanette and Brian, this one's for you. And Sydney, the apron is for you. So you don't like pumpkin either. What is it? It must be a guy thing, because like all chicks, thank you. All chicks love pumpkin. I hardly know a woman that doesn't like everything pumpkin. So, okay, so let's get started. Let's roll on with this. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to make, hey, it's good to see you guys. Hey, Jill, it's good to see you. Hey, Janet. Yes, pumpkin. I know some people call me pumpkin as well. I'm gourd. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all chicks love pumpkin. So yes, maybe not all, but a lot of chicks love pumpkin. So, and I know a lot of guys who don't. So there you go. So we're going to make a pumpkin cheesecake. This is totally sugar-free. I am not going to use, I am gorgeous. Oh my God. You guys are throwing it down today. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. So we are going to start with the crust, and I totally did not get my happy spoon. Hold on, everybody, wait for me here. I had too many things going on, and I didn't get him. Here he is. Ta-da! I'm gonna have to walk around all these lights. I have all these lights now in my kitchen. It's kind of crazy. Ta-da! Happy spoon! Everybody's happy, sugar, sugar. Dun, dun. Okay, yeah, so here he goes. I think I'm going to call him Splat. So if you guys, I don't think anybody said that name, but I like the name Splat, and I think that that's what I'm going to call him. So everybody, this is Splat. Everybody say hello to Splat. Right? I know. I'm actually going to have to refer to my own stinking recipe today because I've never made this before, and so I'm going to use the guide that you get on Sunday. You have one that says naughty. That's awesome. I love it. So yes, spat. That's right. Spatula. Splat, splat, splat. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so this is what we're going to use today in this recipe. We are going to use some gluten-free baking powder. I know you guys can't see that, but baking powder. Excuse me. Baking flour. This is gluten-free. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. This is a gluten-free flour. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied today. I got all excited about my intro and now I'm screwing everything up. So let me relax. Take a deep breath. Start over. This is Bob's Red Mill baking flour. This is what I like to bake with. This is gluten-free. It's a great product. That's right. So this is, yeah, not baking powder, baking flour. Yes. So baking flour, and this is gluten-free. This has different things in it. This is actually white rice flour, whole grain brown rice and potato starch, whole grain sweet white sorghum, so a little bit of flour, and tapioca. So that is what is in this, and this is the one that I like to bake with. Now you can, whatever kind of flour you like, that's fine, and you probably, if you use a different kind of flour, then you know how to get the ratios right, and so that'll be completely up to you to do that. But this is the one that I like to bake with. It's kind of a brain-free, and because I'm not a great baker anyway, this works really well for me, and I don't have to worry about like changing ratios and don't use this much, and I don't have to worry about it coming out grainy or anything like that. So this is my favorite, and we are going to use 3/4 of a cup of that right down in here, just like that. I've already measured it out, so you guys don't have to watch me do that. I'm learning as I go along. I'm learning that you guys probably don't want to sit here and watch me measure out. So now I'm using 1 cup of this is actually a cereal, but I really like the texture of these oats, so these are the ones that I chose. This is actually Bob's Red Mill as well. This is going to give you flax seeds. It's got all kinds of grains in it. This is a great choice for this, in my opinion. You can see you can see that there are pretty big oats in there, and this is a rolled oat. So we're going to use 1 cup of that right down in there. I don't know where to put everything. My kitchen is so small. Yes, and so I'm just going to give that a stir so that these get kind of combined together. You cannot see down in that at all because of the glare. I apologize. I need to get myself a different bowl. So I'm just going to give this a light stir so that they get nice and combined together, because I don't want everything getting gloppy. I don't want it to all like glop together when I start adding my liquids in there. So I just want to give them a quick stir together like that. Then I have coconut oil. This is melted. Notifications, dang notifications. This is melted coconut oil. This is 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. That's going to go right down in there. This is an organic. You can buy the vat full at Sam's or Costco. You can buy it a lot of places now, so it's an amazing. I really like baking with coconut oil. It makes everything super, super moist. You're getting a healthy fat in there as well. So, so I prefer coconut oil, but whatever oil you use, just try to keep it green and clean. So this is an organic coconut oil. Okay. And then we are going to do, I did not measure this out because it was such a tiny bit and I didn't want to like mess up a whole stinking bowl for it. So, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a pure vanilla. This is an organic. Yes, that is cold press. Yes, it is. Absolutely. A pure, I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments. I apologize. It's hard when I'm cooking to see all the comments. This is 1/4 of a teaspoon. You know that, don't use Wesson. Do not use Wesson. Oh my gosh. You know, when you're baking, that is super important that you measure. My son is all organic and got me into coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil is amazing. It's so good for you just all over. It's a great facial moisturizer. It's great in your hair. Occasionally, like once a month, you want to do like a warm coconut oil in your hair. It is the best hot oil treatment on the planet. No bacon fat either, unless you want it to taste like bacon. It's an excellent. It's great for your skin. It's great to oil pull with it. It's good for your teeth. It is actually detoxifying in the system. You make your own vanilla extract. Oh my gosh, I totally learned how just this morning how to make my own vanilla extract. I'm totally on that. I'm making it. I'm doing it for the holiday season. I'm going to start it. I'll probably buy some stuff today and start it today. Maybe I'll scope it when I put it together. I just learned from my friend Nanette that I was telling you about that I'm dedicating this scope to. I just learned about that from her. And oh my gosh, she's so smart about stuff like that. So this is going to get really, this is the crust, by the way, that we're making. So this is going to get really nice, and we're going to combine this down in here, stirring it really well together, just like this. You can see that it's not, no, you probably can't see that. Please scope that. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to go buy vodka, and I don't, she uses vodka for hers, and I don't drink alcohol, and it's kind of contrary for me to do that, but oh, that's much better. But I'm totally going to go buy some vodka and make my own vanilla extract. I'm totally psyched about it. In fact, I'm going to buy a cute jar and everything to put it in. So excited. So excited. Oh man, this smells really good. 2 vodka and 2 bourbon. Oh, amazing. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm on it. Because I use a lot of vanilla extract, so, and having real vanilla extract makes me super happy. All right, so you can see that it's kind of dry in there, although the coconut oil has mixed a little bit with that, made like little nuggets. Can you see those little nuggets in there? See that? Yeah, I'm totally doing it. I figured you might know how to do that, Jen. I figured you did. All right, so you see those little nuggets in there. All right, so now we have some unsweetened. I actually squeezed this. So this is orange juice, and I am just going to do a little bit of orange juice. Now, you want to go slow with this because you do not want to get it too wet, because if you get too wet, then you're not going to get a dough ball. You're going to get just a bunch of mess. So, and it's not going to make a really nice dough ball in there. So you're going to keep at this. See how it's getting bigger and bigger clumps? That's exactly what I want it to do. It's getting kind of doughy. because this is the crust of our, yeah, OJ. Yeah, and you want to buy unsweetened, and you want to do something. I mean, I just squeezed my own. I bought some fresh oranges, and I just squeezed my own. I did not make you guys watch that. Aren't you glad? So I'm going to do a little bit more because I'm still feeling kind of dry in there. Kind of dry. I just stuck my tongue out again. Oh my God. Gotta stop doing that. Can't do that on TV, sticking my tongue out. Oops. Never mind. Ignore that last statement. Can't stick my tongue out. Don't stick your tongue out, Leslie. Everybody remind me 2 things. Stop sticking your tongue out, and stop and stop singing, right? Okay. So you see how we're getting bigger and bigger clumps as we go along. Bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm going to add a little bit more because I'm getting that doughy consistency that I want. I'm going about a tablespoon at a time here. So just if that helps you understand what I'm doing, see how we're getting more sticky as we go? More sticky, sticky, sticky. Trying to make this entertaining for you guys. Stop, Leslie, stop. Okay. Don't stick your tongue out and don't sing. Right? My husband says every time somebody turns on a video camera on me that I stick my tongue out. I was like, I do not. And we were watching some old videos the other day. I totally did. Every time he turned the video camera on me, I stuck my tongue out. Periscope has helped me with that. Do you? That's hilarious. I used to do that when I was a kid for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to get my hands in there and I'm going to make a nice little dough ball. You can see how it's like totally stuck together now. So yes, so I would say that I am happy with this consistency right now. And I'm going to make myself a dough ball. I kind of like saying that word, I think. Dough ball. I know, funny habits, right? Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfectly perfect in there. Yeah, okay. So let me wash my hands real quick. Sorry, reaching across the camera. It's just the anatomy. Dough balls are tasty, I know, right? Well, you should smell this one. It smells absolutely fantastically amazing. So this is my pie pan. You could use a form if you wanted to do a cheesecake form. I'm sure that would be totally fine to do that. In fact, I think the one I had came out of a cheesecake form, but I do not have one because I don't make a lot of desserts, so there's no sense in me having a cheesecake form. Really, the only reason I have a pie pan is because like once a year I make a pumpkin pie for the holidays. But yes, so this is actually my great-grandmother's. Yes, you could do a spring form, that's right. This is my great-grandmother's pie pan that my grandmother gave me, and so I've had it since I was in my 20s. So yes, so that pie pan's not going anywhere, if you can imagine that. So we're gonna just put this baby right down. Maybe we are. Oh, it's stiff. That's what I want. Right down in here. I'm gonna put that in the sink, and I'm gonna wet my hands again. I'm going to wet my hands to keep the dough from sticking to my fingers because I don't want it to stick to my fingers. And then I'm going to just start pressing this into the bottom of the pan. Can you guys see that? Probably not with all the comments. Yes, grandmas are the best. I have a Nana and she is fabulous and I adore her. She is the best Nana ever. Does anybody else have a Nana? Do you guys have Nanas? I have a Nana. Maybe that's a Texas thing. Yeah, so I'm just going from the center where it's the thickest, and I'm just going around in the pie plate, and I'm mashing it down. I need to wet my fingers again. And I'm mashing around in the pie plate my crust. I missed it. Did anybody say that you have a Nana? I was looking down at my pie plate. I need to set up my iPad so I can see the comments like right over there while I'm cooking. So, Nanny. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. I like that a lot. Grandmas are the best. So, as I'm doing this, I'm pushing it towards because this is not like a normal crust, obviously. Nani? Oh, I like that too. this is not a normal crust. So as I'm doing this, I'm pushing it. This is exciting TV right here, I'm telling you. I'm pushing it towards the edges so that it kind of wraps around the corner of the pie plate. So I'm going to keep it that, and I'm going to talk to you guys. Mama Cat, Cat has a beautiful grandchild. I can't remember, Cat. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I think it's a boy. That is just a couple months old, just like 2 months old, right, Cat? Do I have a recipe for this? Yes, and you can get it. You can get it on Sunday if you go and become a VIP at go2kitchens.com and become a VIP member over, it's really sticky, become a VIP member, I need the hands again, over at our website, go2kitchens.com. You'll get this recipe free along with 9 others. Boy, yes. So cute. I've seen many pictures of him. He's adorable. I just saw his 2-month picture and I was like, oh, he's so cute. Okay, so be sure to do this with wet hands because you are going to get sticky fingers. And I would say go up as high on the edge of the pie plate as you can get. Yes, so make sure that you have become, that you've asked to join the VIP page on Facebook. Go to Kitchens, it's called VIP Lounge. Make sure that you have asked to join that, and these recipes will be downloaded in that Facebook page on Sunday. So, gosh, I know this is totally boring, I apologize, but it has to be done because I'm going to serve this dessert to friends, and I want it to be pretty, so I want to... I'm actually going to eat this one, so I want it to be nice. So you guys hang with me for just a second. Talks amongst yourselves. Talks amongst yourselves. This is in lieu of a graham cracker crust. So instead of using graham crackers, we've used rolled oats. And it looks super earthy, and it smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so there you go. There it is. Let me hold it back here. Look at that. It's really pretty too. I mean, doesn't that crust right there just looks like Thanksgiving to me. I mean, you don't really need to do anything else. So we're going to stop now. I use ginger snaps. Yeah. This would be actually much healthier. You could actually put ginger in this and make it kind of gingery if you wanted to do that. But in that crust, there is no sugar other than the fruit sugar, which is very little. Yeah, which is very, very little. So yes, and if you want to know how to do that, then you need to watch the replay. So now that we have our crust done, we are going to go over and make the actual cheesecake. Woo, sorry, loud. It's loud. It's like a restaurant. Yes, you can buy gluten-free oats as well. Bob's Red Mill. Amazing, amazing product. Has everything that you possibly need. Now we're going to make the base of this, or the filling for this. It's kind of going to be like a custard almost, in this blender right here. Hey, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So we're going to make it right here in this blender. And everything that I'm about to show you is just going to get piled right inside the blender. And it's super easy and super fast. Fast, fast, fast. And look, are you guys messy cooks? I'm a totally messy cook. Look at my cup towel already. Oh, whatever, I'm totally messy. Good thing I'm wearing an apron, right? I am always been a messy cook, always. I don't know why. I wish I wasn't. I love people who cook really neat. Yep, super messy, yeah. Yes, this is so easy and so fast. And it's gonna, you guys, it's gonna knock your socks off. It is so good as well, so. Okay, so into the blender we have, let me check, make sure that I'm telling you the right amount. This is 1.5 cups of organic, I'm going to hold it back here, organic cottage cheese. Now then, it has a little bit of liquid on it, and I'm just going to drain a little bit of that out. If you do not do dairy, okay, if dairy is off the books for you, honestly, I don't have a good substitute for you because this is a cheesecake, so I do not have a good substitute for you. But if you don't do dairy at all, this is probably something that you want to stay away from. But this is an organic grass-fed cottage cheese. Super easy to find. Whole Foods is everywhere. Yeah, drink it its way, that's right. Cottage cheese is actually pretty good for your gut, so yeah, this whole thing, It's not bad for you, actually. This is 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree. You can find this recipe on my website at gotokitchens.com. Go under recipes and you'll find the pumpkin puree. There's actually a scope on there as well that will show you how to make it, as well as the recipe written out for you. This is so easy to do. You should not be intimidated by making your own pumpkin puree. Here's the thing. It's super easy. It tastes way better than anything that you're going to get in a can, and you can make tons of it. My pumpkin was 2 large mason jars full of pumpkin. Now I used a sweet pumpkin or a dessert pumpkin, so because I knew I was going to be using it in desserts. So yes. Yeah, so easy. You can put it in smoothies. It is very versatile for the holidays. It's great stuff, and it's good for you. Pumpkin is super good for you. Super good for you. Tons of beta carotene among a million other things. So, okay, so into that, we're going to have 3 tablespoons of the same flour that I used for the crust, which is the Bob's Red Mill baking flour. It is gluten-free. It's a 1-to-1, and it's a great product. Now, keep in mind that although these are healthy ingredients that we're putting in here, this is not a guilt-free dessert. This does not mean that you can make this. I did bake my pumpkin. Yep, absolutely. And then I canned it. So yes, and then the rest of it's in the freezer right now, waiting for the holidays. But yes, and that recipe is right on my website. But it is. This is a dessert still. This is not something that you should go downtown crazy, and eating a whole cheesecake. This is not something, it has some dairy in it. It has some flour in it. So please keep in mind that all desserts are moderation. They are meant for special occasions. They are meant for you to have on occasion and not every single day. So just keeping that in mind, even though this is sugar-free, does not mean that it is guilt-free. That was a tablespoon of nutmeg. I did not have my own to grind this morning, which is unusual, but I did not have any, and I had to go to my spice cabinet and actually get some powdered out, which is nuts, but it's true. This is a tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to the spice shop later today, and I'm excited. We have like 3 spice shops in our little old town in Fort Collins, and I'm so excited. Yes. What are you laughing at? Jason, what's so funny? So then I have 3 pastured eggs. Now in my opinion, it's important that these are room temperature. I've had these sitting out since 9 o'clock this morning. The nutmeg, okay. I've had these sitting out since 9 o'clock this morning. I like for my eggs to be room temperature if I'm going to bake anything. So yes, but these are pastured eggs. These are pastured brown eggs. They're organic. If you want to see the difference between cage-free, range-free, all that, catch.me. I have a whole week that I talked about nothing but the egg. So, okay, so that is in there. Got quiet. Shh, she's baking. Be very quiet. Be very quiet. She's baking. Oh my God. Yeah, everybody should be quiet when I'm baking because I don't bake very often. So get some reverence in this room. I'm just kidding. Of course I am. All right. So everything right down in the blender. Super easy. How easy was that? Easy, easy. We're not even, I'm doing a scope. I am talking to you guys. I am explaining what I'm doing. I'm showing you the recipe. I did that giant freaking intro. It was a huge intro. I did that giant intro, and I've still only been doing this for 28 minutes. So, hello. Yeah. What? I didn't see that. Something on the cupboard there. All right, so I am going to put this on 1, easy peasy, that's right. I'm going to put this on 1 and let it go for just a second, and I will try to hear and read your comments. You just think I'm really funny, don't you? Hold on. Okay, I'm reading comments. The green note. That's my hashtag. Yep. Hashtag love to cook. Yeah, that's Go-To Kitchen's hashtag. Wow, that's really close. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna have to use my spoon and kind of scrape the side to make sure that your blender is off. The Ninja will not let you do this, will not let you turn it on. It has a safety feature, but hello, make sure that your blender is off when you stick a metal spoon in it. I mean, I don't know from experience or anything. I kind of know from experience, but yeah, just make sure your blender's off. I know, I'm having too much fun, right? Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, this in here smells like Thanksgiving. It smells it smells like Thanksgiving right here. If you want to know what Thanksgiving smells like, it smells like this. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. All I need is a turkey in the oven and I would be having friends over for Thanksgiving right now. I know, Dana, you said I'm having too much fun. I'm actually happiest when I'm cooking with you guys. That is what really turns me on and makes me happy to do. So I still have a problem there. I gotta solve that problem. See that? I know, it's super loud, I'm sorry. That is flour and I do not want that there, so I know, I have it. It's loud because I have a cheap blender. Ninjas are loud. It's one of the things that you get when you get an expensive $400 blender and not a $200 blender, you get not the noise. And so, yes, and Ninjas are loud. So I apologize. I warned you. I warned you it was going to be loud. Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, so I have to fix that problem. You do not want lumpy gravy. What movie? Una, the gravy's lumpy. What movie? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, it works good. You're right. Thanks for sharing. Okay, that's as good as it gets. Right now, it's as good as it gets. So thanks for sharing. I think I just got pumpkin on me over here somewhere. Did I? No. Man, it feels like I have pumpkin somewhere. Yeah, but they're not this loud. This one's like superiorly loud, and I know that it is. But even being a health fanatic like I am, I'm still too cheap to buy one of those blenders. So there you go. I said it right here. It's on record. I'm too cheap to buy an expensive blender. So even though I use this puppy like twice a day, and it's lasted me like 2 years, and so I can't, until Vitamix says, Leslie, you're amazing, we want to give you a blender, then I'm going to stick with my Ninja. So everybody write Vitamix. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, and that's low end. 500 bucks is low end. That's right. You got a deal if you can get one for 500 bucks. You have dimples too? Dr. Christine calls me Dimples. Yeah, that's what Dr. Christine calls me. She calls me Dimples. So if you're ever on Dr. Christine's Scopes and she says, hey, Dimps, she's talking to me because I have my big dimples. Good evening from France. All right, so you can see it's pretty liquidy. Liquidy? Liquidy. Yes, liquidy. So this is just going to get poured right into this raw pie shell. Can you guys see that? Beautiful. And I do mean it is gorgeous. I do not want to overfill this, so I'm going to stop right there. I do not want it to... Oh, so good. So good. Has dimples, yeah. It's, I never even thought, I haven't thought about them since I was a kid until Dr. Christine said something about them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I have dimples. I mean, I look at myself every day, but I totally forgot. So this is going to go in a preheated, yes, I'm going to make some, don't worry. I'm probably going to save that and stick it in a smoothie, maybe even for lunch today. Yes, I added some spices. I did. You still talking about your Vitamix? I love it. Yes, I added some spices, and so yeah, I'm gonna save that. Nothing in this house gets thrown away. Not even my veggie tops. Nothing. No peels. No nothing gets thrown away in this house. I use them to make stock with. So this gets put into the oven for 50 minutes at 350 degrees. So I know, I am too, Kat. I'm super slow. So I am going to go put that in there right now. So you guys hang out just a second. And I'm going to set my timer. 350 degrees for about 50 minutes. Make sure your oven is preheated. Does anybody use one of these? Oh, this one may be dirty. I shouldn't show you. Does anybody still use one of these? I have to tell you, I don't trust anything else, especially when I'm baking. So we arrive at what time, right? You don't use one? Seriously? I still use mine. 50 minutes. 50. 5-0. See that? 5-0. You know, I do not cook a lot of French food. I don't know a lot about, I have been to France many, many times. You see my apron? I've been to France many, many times. We used to spend about 4 weeks a year in Europe, and so France was always one of those places that we either flew into or flew out of and spent a lot of time. But I don't cook a lot of French food, I'm sorry to say. I do like it though when I'm there. I do enjoy it, so. Does anybody have any questions about the recipe? Any questions about me? Any questions? Let me turn this so I don't have to like lean over like a crazy person. Any questions about me? Can I sing you a song or do a little dance? We are not going to wait 50 minutes for this baby to be done. European butter's to die for. Yes. Well, you know, here's the great thing about European anything right now is that the European Union has voted down all GMOs. So they are banning all GMO crops. And so it's singing sounds awesome. No, you don't want me to sing that. You really don't, trust me. But yeah, so it's when you go there and you eat the food and you eat the bread, oh, thank you. Thanks. I just got them cut, so thank you. I do get them cut locally by an amazing girl, so. And thank you for inviting followers. But yeah, so when you eat the bread in Europe right now, it's most of it has non-GMO, made with non-GMO flour, and so it's like so much better for you. They're way into organics. Like it's not something that you have to seek out. It's available on a regular everywhere. And so it's way different in this country. I was reading an article today, not that I eat McDonald's French fries. They won't cooperate. I'm sorry. You'll have to come to Fort Collins and you can get a haircut. The lady who cuts, the girl, she's not a lady. She's a young woman. She's amazing. I'm very picky about my hair and she does an amazing job. So, yes. So I can't remember what I was talking about. I think France, or Europe in general. And their dairy is unpasteurized, so that's right. Their eggs usually are sitting just out on the counter or out on a shelf because they do not wash their eggs before. Oh, GMOs. Yeah, thank you, Kat. They do not wash their eggs before they bring them to marketplace, which means that they can sit out and they do not have to be refrigerated. It keeps its original protection. Yeah, bread, everything is different. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was reading an article about French fries, McDonald's French fries. In America, we have 17 ingredients that go into McDonald's French fry. In Europe, there's 4. Why is that? What happens? We think that we're so sophisticated in this country. Whatever. I mean, yeah, sophisticated with some chemicals and things like that. But anyway, sorry. I try not to bash the food industry. That's not what Go-To Kitchens is all about. I am not about bashing. In fact, I have words that I know, right? Yucky. I guess you're moving to Europe. That's right. You better get over there. Yeah, so, but I have words that I've banned, from my Go-To Kitchens world. And one of them, hold on, I have to look at them again. Demand and deserve. Those are two things that I've actually banned completely out of Go-To Kitchen's lingo, because I don't like those two words. I think when you start demanding things that people stop responding, and I think when you start thinking that you deserve something, that you need to check your standards. So because none of us, the only thing you deserve to do is to live and breathe on this planet. So I know it does. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating about all the things that they put in our foods. And that's why here's the thing. This is why you do, I don't want to go down this path too far. But this is why you make your own cheesecake at home. This is why, it already smells so good. Oh my gosh. This is why you make your own crust. This is why you're particular about the eggs that you select. So Go-To Kitchens is all about educating you, not bashing other industries, but actually educating you about what you're putting in your body, so that you have a better understanding of what's good for you. Yeah, I always say pesticides don't just kill pests, and that's typically all I say. So I demand that I give you some of that cheesecake. I know it's going to be really good. Of course, you can probably whip that sucker out in like 3 seconds. So yeah, Jen, you probably don't need my stinking cheesecake. You can make it like that and probably have like 10 things that you could do to make it better. So excuse me, a little bit of nose running there. Yeah, food allergies are a blessing in disguise. Yeah, that's a pretty tough statement, but hey, guess what? I am going to come back later this evening. I have actually promised Dawn at Get Healthy Dawn that I would come back when the cheesecake is chilled this evening, and I will actually cut it with you guys. So, yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're making it. Yeah. And she sent me some stir. Awesome. Yeah. So, so I'm going to make it and then let it bake and do its thing. And then I will be back this evening and show you guys. So, after it's been chilled, because you're going to cook it, you're going to let it room temp, and then you're going to chill it before you serve it. So, oh yeah, oh good. Dawn is amazing. Yes, so I promised her she never gets to see my scopes live, and so I promised her that I would debut, that I would debut this when she has a possibility of being available. So yes, okay. So there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it as usual. You guys, please keep in mind that desserts are designed for moderation. When you get this guide, and you can get this guide by going to my Facebook page, becoming a VIP, getting the email that says, hey, come join our Facebook page. Go join the Facebook page that's called the VIP Lounge, and you will get this guide. It actually is going to come in PDF, but I have arranged it so that there is either 1 or 2 recipes per page. So if you wanted to print out all or a portion of it, you absolutely could do that, or save a page, or however you wanted to do it, but it will come in a PDF. So that is coming on Sunday along with our newsletter. I'm dying to tell you guys some news, and I can't tell you, but hopefully this week or early next week, I will be able to share some news with you guys that I'm super, super excited about. It's going to blow you away, and I'm really, really excited. I'm going to need your thoughts and prayers through the process. So yes, I take most of my own pictures. Yes, I am an amateur photographer. In fact, I'm taking a photography class next Tuesday night. I'm so excited about it. It's about food photography. And so, but yes, I am an amateur photographer. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. So yes, keeping in mind, thank you. Keeping in mind that when you're a food blogger, you have to be everything. You have to be a writer. You have to be good on camera. You have to be good at cooking. You have to be good at photographing, because nobody does any of this stuff for me. Everything that you get from Go-To Kitchens as of right now comes from me, except I have one person that works with me in the VIP lounge that helps moderate that group. And then I have another person on my regular Facebook page, just the regular Go To Kitchens page, that is a recipe developer. In fact, she still may be here. Her name is Emily Nourishing Transformation. She is actually my recipe developer for the Facebook page, and she does the great job and an expert on nutrition. That's right. And other things. So, but she does a great job of getting you guys super healthy, amazing recipes. So when you see on the Facebook page, I work from my own kitchen. That's right. From my own kitchen, from my own home. Everything comes from here. And I have to tell you right now, I'm not making a penny. And that's fine. I never planned to make a penny for a long time. So, and I hope to make pennies one day and even dollar bills, but hopefully Go To Kitchens will remain free to you guys, and it will get paid because of your loyalty to me. You will trust me and go out and buy products that I suggest to you or foods that I suggest to you, and those people will pay for Go To Kitchens. That's the goal. That's my big time goal. And then there's some other goals. So you made an ebook. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm sure that that's coming down the line. I've actually been approached about writing a couple of books. I've actually been approached about doing a couple of webinars as well. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, doing a couple of webinars. So thank you. You guys are so sweet. Oh my God, I was not fishing for compliments. I never do that, by the way. I just like for you guys to know what's coming up. But thank you. It means a lot to me that you guys are here and that you trust me and that you hang out with me. That's my favorite part, actually, is getting to hang out with you guys. I've met so many amazing people after I've started Go To Kitchens. It's been like the world has opened. I love you too. Thank you. It's been like the whole world is open. Yes, I can share my cancer story. That's right. I can get the word out, helping people to make healthy lifestyles. El Vampire, by the way, is my brother-in-law. So when you see him on here, that's my brother-in-law. So if he harasses me, you know why. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I try to make it, I try to make health fun because, there's a lot of things going around that's like, don't do this, don't do that. You can't do this, and don't eat this and don't look at that. And don't even think about that. He's evil. You don't even think about eating that. But I try not to come at it from that perspective. I try to sugar-free pumpkin cheesecake. I just put it in the oven. Here's the filling. This is what the filling looked like. But yes, totally sugar-free, super yummy. Yeah, it's quite delightful. You have to go watch the replays to see it, but yeah, so I don't like to tell you about all the things that you shouldn't be doing. I like to tell you about all the things that you can do, so that you can make better decisions about your life. And next week is a big week coming up for me. Oh, hang on, stay right there. I have to show you. Stay there. I'll be back. Hang on. Next week, I'm going to teach you how to make this. Check this out. It's cool, right? Looks like Kool-Aid. This is actually a beet kvass that my friend Nanette taught me how to make. I made it out of her book with vodka, right? Yes, this is a beet kvass. This is actually going to turn out to be a fermented food. And I have ginger in this, and we're going to mix orange with it, and it's going to be a ginger orange beet kvass. These are so amazing. If you like kombucha, you have to try a kvass because they are so, so good. Yes, it's so easy too. You guys are going to freak out how freaking easy it is. It is so, so easy. I'm so excited to show you. And then I have another one in there. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Yes, fermented food is amazing for your body. Your body loves fermented foods. I eat fermented foods every single day. So yes, mostly in the form of kombucha or sauerkraut. So next week I'm going to teach you how to make this. I'm going to teach you how to make a pineapple fizzy drink that you have to be careful because it'll turn into alcohol or vinegar. Kvass is a fermented drink, and it is mostly made with beets. So yes. What day is the kvass? So I'm probably not going to do kvass until next Thursday because I want this to be a week old by the time I do that. So Yeah, you can make kombucha as well. This is not going to be sweet like kombucha. This is going to be more of a fizzy, just flavory kind of drink. So yes, it's not going to have that sweet taste that kombucha has. So yes, super. So I'm going to make sauerkraut next week. Show you guys how to do that. I'm going to be in the kitchen with Whole Health Dana, who I think is on the scope. She was on the scope. If you're still here, Dana, pop up an emojicon or something. So yes, I'm going to teach you how to make sauerkraut. We're going to make, I'm going to go to Dana's kitchen in Denver, and she's going to teach me how to make kombucha with a real SCOBY. We're going to learn how to make the pineapple fizzy lifting drink. Well, but you shouldn't be, because the bacteria that's from the SCOBY is actually eating up. Yeah, so there you go. Yep, come see us Friday. I'll be in the kitchen with, next Friday, I'll be in the kitchen with Dana. Someone's in the kitchen with Dana. Someone's in the kitchen. Sorry. There's a reason that sauerkraut is making you gassy, Jen, and it is not because of the sauerkraut. I hate to tell you. It's probably because of an underlying problem in your gut. And next week we will talk all about that. So it would be straight up vinegar. Yes, it would be for sure. So you're just gassy. Yeah, you need to watch Dr. Christine, the digestion doc. The sweet taste is sugar. Yes, it is, but it actually, the bacteria will eat up all of those sugars. So by the time it gets to your body, it's not the same kind of sugar that you're getting like in white table sugar or anything. Oh, hi, Iris. It's good to see you. Mock, you're gassy. That's funny. Yes, if you let it ferment long enough, it will become vinegar. You can actually make, I was reading yesterday, the fizzy pineapple drink I'm going to show you does one of two things. It can turn into an alcoholic drink, which you don't want, and it can also turn into vinegar. So, and I've got that one brewing right now. That's the other one that I'm brewing right now. So there's Robin.
It's snowing.
It's snowing. It's snowing.
It's a white snow.
Yes. Actually, it's a version of that. It's not really that. That has too much sugar in it. It's a version of that, though. Yes. Yep. So I think I'm gonna scat. Really? Yes, really. Well, we live in Colorado. It's about time that it's snowing, actually. Not a fan of snow. I know you're not. It's snowing. It's snowing. It's because I made pumpkin pie. Or pumpkin cheesecake. It knows. So you got snow yesterday. Yeah, no snow in Tucson. We're in northern Colorado, in Fort Collins, Colorado. Yeah, it's just barely snowing. You have to look for it. So I'd show you if it wasn't just barely snowing. I'd show you. So. Iris, so go to my website, gotokitchens.com. You can read all about my cancer journey there. Look for Talk to the Hands at gotokitchens.com. You'll see a lot of photos of me like this around. That's because when you watch my YouTube channel, primarily all of my videos that are on my YouTube channel, you can see a whole recipe from beginning to end on there with it written out and everything. But when I'm filming for my YouTube channel, I actually wear a GoPro on my head and I'm looking down at the counter. So everything is from the perspective as if you were standing next to me cooking with me. It's not from this weird angle perspective. It's actually looking down at the counter. So I call myself the hands because all you could see is the hands. And there was some talk. Thank you so much. There was some talk. Oh, that's my brother-in-law. He's partial to that. But there was some talk about me never being in front of a camera. So like you would never see me ever and you would only see my hands and that's how you would know me. But then that all changed when Periscope came along. I really like this platform because I can push content so fast to you guys. And I'm a dyslexic and this is much easier for me to push content this way than it is for me to write it all out for you. And that would take years. Just the little bit of content that I've shared with you on Periscope to date would take me years to get out to you guys. So you need sugar-free? Yes, good. Yes, Periscope is awesome. I am, and I've committed myself to this show, so you know that I'm going to be here every weekday at noon Mountain Time. I do this show every day. I don't always cook. I share health stories and health journeys and help you make switches in your lifestyle that are simple and practical. That was my goal. So, and help you make small changes over time that will affect your health and do it in a positive way. So, not telling you all the things that you can't eat, but telling you all the things that you can eat on a health journey. So yes, I use just a tiny little bit, probably about maybe a fourth of a cup of orange juice. So that's all I use. The rest of it, pumpkin is actually very sweet on its own. When you add some spices to it, it will actually make it sweeter. So yes, I missed that last comment. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I did not use any sugar. You guys, if you watch the replay, you'll see I did not touch one thing of sugar. Yes, and it smells so good. It just smells amazing. So when you bake pumpkin, it actually gets a little bit sweeter. It brings out the natural sugars in the pumpkin itself. You really don't need, and I just used just a little bit of orange juice. So, and spices will fool your tongue into thinking that you're getting something sweet because they have such a deep savory flavor. So that was one of my tips yesterday, is eat more spices. If you want to break your sugar craving, eat more spices. It's like Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Don't eat Chick-fil-A. Sorry. Just had to slip that in there. Don't eat it. Okay. So I have an appointment at 2:30 today with my husband. And we're going to go kick around downtown. In downtown Fort Collins, we have this amazing little city, and it's like an old, actually Disney's Main Street was designed after our Old Town area, and it's so beautiful down there, and it's snowing. It's like the perfect day to be down there. I'm gonna have to wear a coat. I have my boots on, but I'm gonna have to wear a coat, and we're gonna go down and he has an appointment, and then we're gonna go to the spice shop and go to the kitchen store and all of these amazing things today. I'm gonna get my knife sharpened. Thank you so much. I will be back here. I may be around this weekend. You guys just look for me there. I may scope from there. I could scope from there, maybe, if they don't mind me doing that. Am I going to scope it? Oh my God, everybody wants me to scope it. Maybe I'll scope it. But yes, so it's a date afternoon, actually. I have been working about 15 hours a day for about 2 weeks now, and I need a break. And so, although I am going to kitchen store, which is kind of not a break, but yes, we're going to take a little break this afternoon. So, because it's Friday and you deserve a break today. Yes. And so I preach about self-care all the time, and I'm not doing that right now. And so actually I love to work. So that is kind of self-care for me, but I do need a break outside, away from my computer. So yes. So we're going to go for the afternoon and just hang out. And yes, that'll probably lead into movie night tonight or whatever. Who knows what it'll lead into. So I know. You told me I was working too much, Gary, and I'm heeding your advice. So thank you for reminding me that I need to stop working so much. So total self-care. That's right. I would love to have a couch day. Actually, I think Thanksgiving Day for us is going to be couch day. And then the next day we leave to go see Gary in Tucson, and I'll be scoping from Tucson. And everybody tell Gary, everybody say, Gary, you need to do a scope with Leslie. Just say that. Gary, you need to do a scope with Leslie. Everybody encourage him. He needs some encouragement to get on here with me. So I think he's a little camera shy. So I want to do a scope with my brother-in-law while I'm there because he loves to cook. Hashtag he loves to cook. And so yes, I want to do a scope with him so you guys can meet him. And he has an emulsifier that I want. Thank you. There you go. Yes, Gary, you need to do a scope with Leslie. I love it. I love it. I stuck my tongue out again, but that's okay. That's awesome. That's amazing. I need to scope you guys when my husband is making us popcorn because he makes this amazing popcorn. I need to show you guys that too. Come on, Gary. Come on. If I stay here long enough, this thing's going to be done. I'm telling you. So All right, you guys have an amazing weekend. I will try to be back sometime this weekend. Remember, thank you, everybody. Remember that next week is fermenting week. Please go check out GoToKitchens.com. I'm here every weekday at noon Mountain Time. There is nothing for sale at GoToKitchens.com. The only thing that I want you to buy is I want you to buy into your own health. Here's the inspirational part. If you want to hang out for this, that's great. If you don't, I understand. But here's my inspirational speech for the day. Remember, good. Remember that you guys are all humans on this planet and that we share this very tiny planet with a lot of other human beings and a lot of living beings. So not only do we need to focus on taking care of our planet, we need to focus on take care of each other. So remember that your smile today may be the only smile that another stranger sees today. So please go about your day with a big old goofy smile on your face. Smile at strangers. Let them know that you have compassion in your heart and that you have peace in your heart. When you start taking care of yourself, when you start taking care of your body, that energy projects out to other people. You become more confident. You become more satisfied with life. You become more peaceful about things. Things don't aggravate you as much because your body is lining up and it's saying, oh my gosh, she loves me. She's taking care of me. Or he loves me. He's taking care of me. And that projects out to people. So if you want world peace, if you want peace on our planet, amongst our races, amongst our religions, amongst our politics, if you want that to truly happen, it starts with you and it starts with your health journey. And I know that makes me sound like a crazy person, but it's true. You start taking care of yourself and I promise you, your attitude will change about life. So you guys, not crying today. So you guys go out, have a big smile on your face, fake it till you make it if you have to. But yes, go out and be peaceful and spread peace because that's how we start a peaceful world. And that starts with each and every one of us. Take care of yourself. Know that I love you and I only want you to be happy and healthy. And please be sure to check us out. Thank you. Please be sure to check us out. Bye, dog. Yeah, so you guys, please be sure to check out GoToKitchens.com, and I will see you next week for sure. And probably, you know me, I don't stay away for long. I'll probably see you sometime this weekend. If not, it's because I was too lazy to put makeup on. So, yes, no, the pie is not finished. It still has 25 minutes left on the timer. So. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear it. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here. Please come back and see me sometime and check out GoToKitchens.com and sign up before the weekend because Sunday, you get these free recipes. So that's it. End of commercial. Bye. Love you. All right. You guys have an amazing day. I'll see you soon. Bye. Maybe from the spice shop. We'll see. Bye.